Let me tell you why Chris Paul, the point guard, is the perfect fit with the Boston Celtics. I know this isn't the world's most popular opinion for basketball fans or the most exciting. Seeing him go to the Phoenix Suns, a brand that basically needed to be resurrected from the early 2000s, seeing him come in and have the impact that he had, it's incredible. He walked in and they truthfully were not a viable playoff team. Chris Paul can have that type of effect on the Boston Celtics, who already have the established culture and success, making deep runs into the playoffs. No, not ultimately winning a championship, but he's the perfect fit because he's the grumpy old man who's going to get all of the little things right that Boston cannot get right now with their two stars. Boston has a pace issue. They have a basketball awareness issue. What Boston is missing significantly is a coach on the court. Because without Ime Udoka, they don't have really anybody, with the exception of Marcus Smart, every once in a while, to step up and tell them boys about themselves. You can be the number 2, the number 3 overall pick. But the issue that those dudes have had is that they don't have anybody really holding them accountable. And that is Chris Paul's specialty. That is his thing that he's, since the beginning of his career, he has been holding referees accountable for things like untucked jerseys. Chris is at a point in his career where there's a potential that he could get, one more hamstring injury and be done. It's the right fit for him because he's got a bunch of young dudes and some very high level role players who could be starters on other teams who can go and run the long race of the regular season. You're not going to get that if you go to older teams who play an isolation offense, high usage rates where you're dribbling and dribbling and dribbling and dribbling, right? It's the reason I never thought that the Chris Paul, James Harden thing would work. I think it's the perfect marriage for both sides. And I think they need to get it done sooner than later, especially for, the Suns, who I feel like ultimately they're getting them out of the West. They know the type of impact that dude can have.